Guys, and welcome to today's craft video. So I wanted to make some miniature trees for Friday's craft video, and I'm going to be using the ones that are on the far left. But while I had everything out, I thought I'd have an experiment and see what other designs that I could come up with. So yeah, we'll get into today's video. So the first thing that I used today was some of the glittery snow. This is just loose snow and it's $1.99 for a large bag from B&M's. And I'm actually going to think I've got an idea of what I'm going to do with it on Friday. But for today, I'm just going to actually pop it on a piece of old card from an old cardboard box just to see what it looks like. And also I'm using some A4 white card, some of the pearl stickers. These are from Poundland. I've got them in two sizes, a large and a small, and I'm probably just going to use the small in this one. And then I'm using some of the wooden skewers for the trunks of the trees as well. Then to decorate the trees, I'm using a mixture of different things, but I definitely know that I'm going to be using some of the green string. I got 2 balls of this along with 2 brown ones from Poundland in a pack of 4 from the garden section. And I'm definitely going to be using this for the trees that I'm going to be using on Friday. So I'm really looking forward to doing them. I was also planning on using some wool, but I changed my mind and some of the Christmas paper, but I'm actually going to try some in the pearl garland. Again, this is from Poundland. And then I also did some with just some plain acrylic paint, and you'll need some PVA glue as well. You'll also need a glue gun, a pair of scissors, a pen, something to draw around that's circular, and I think that's everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got 2 different sizes of hoops from Embroidery Hoops, and I'm going to just draw around the small one first with a pen and then cut out with a pair of scissors. So I'm just now going to cut the circle in half. And this is what we're going to use to form the base of the tree. And I'm just going to take the 2 ends and fold it into a cone. And then just use a bit of hot glue to glue it into place. And this will be the smaller of the trees. So all I'm going to do now is take a little bit of hot glue right at the base of the cone, and I'm just going to stick down the green string. And I definitely recommend using tweezers for this. It's less messy and it's just a lot easier to do. And then I'm just going to start to glue the string around the base of the cone. And I'm just adding a small amount of glue each time and then just pushing the string into place. Now this is the one that out of the 3 designs, this took the longest to do. Obviously the string is quite thin, but I actually like the way that it looks better than the other 2. The other 2 are really nice, but for what I want on Friday, I'm going to be doing these ones. And I'm going to work all the way around the base and then all the way up the cone until I get right to the top, and I'll be back when I'm near the top. So I've worked my way up and now I'm near the top, and I'm just going to carry on until I get right to the top of the cone, and then I'm just going to cut the string. And while I'm doing that, I'd just like to say, if you're new here, I'm Jo. I make craft videos, I do Poundland hauls and an occasional vlog video. If you're returning, as always, my friends, welcome back. Thank you for your continued support. It means the absolute world to me, as you know it does. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed and you want to see more from me, then, you know, please subscribe. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. So I'm going to just work my way up to the top, like I said, and then I'm just going to cut the string and then add a little bit of glue to the end. And then we can get on to the next part. And here it is all completely covered, and like I said, I really like the effect that it gives. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be using these ones on Friday's craft. I don't know how many I'm going to end up making, but I'm going to spend the next 2 days making trees. So yeah, now I'm just going to take one of the wooden skewers and I'm just using some wire cutters to cut it. And then I'm just going to use a decent amount of glue on the end of the stick and glue the tree to the stick. Like so. And then I did make some the night before. I made 2 because I wanted to see how they look. So I made one the same size as the one that I've just made, and then I made one of the larger ones as well. So I'm just taking a piece of card. It's 10.5 inches long. I'm only putting these on just to see what they look like when the snow's glued down. But all I'm going to do very quickly before I add the snow is I'm going to paint it white in a white acrylic paint. And I'm just going to cover that completely. I did 2 coats in the end. It's just so that the cardboard, the brown, doesn't show through under the snow. And yeah, I'm going to do that and let it dry, and I'll be back with the next step. So while our base is drying, I'm now going to just use some brown acrylic paint and I'm going to paint the inside of the trees. And I'm also going to use the same brown paint to paint the trunk of the trees as well. I ended up doing 2 coats of brown and let them dry in between each coat. And while they're drying, we can get on the next one. So I'm doing one of the larger ones now. And again, I've just traced around the hoop and cut them out with a pair of scissors. And I'm just going to cut this in half like I did the small one. And in exactly the same way, I'm just going to fold the edges over into a cone. And then use some hot glue to glue it together. And with these ones, because I'm going to be painting these, I've actually put the trunks of the tree in place already just to make it easier to paint. And I'm just using a dark green acrylic paint. And I'm just going to paint the front and the back of the cone. And again, I'm going to do 2 coats in this and leave it to dry in between each one. And I'll be back once that's done. But I will say that obviously the painted one is a lot quicker than using the string, and they look really good with just the paint, but I actually do prefer the string. So they're completely dry now and I'm so happy with how they're looking. I'm looking forward to, and I'm not looking forward to spending 2 days making trees, but yeah, I'm going to enjoy myself while I'm doing it. But this is the painted one, and again, it still looks really good. And I'm now just going to use some of the pearl stickers and to decorate the fronts of the small and larger one. And I'm just going to pop the pearls in random places all over the front of both of them, and I'll be back once I've done that. And here are the painted paper ones. So yeah, still look really, really nice. I'm probably going to use these in another craft probably over the next couple of months, but for what I want on Friday, I'm going to definitely use the string ones. But while I've got everything out, I'm going to try and see what the pearl ones look like as well, just for something a little bit different. So I'm just using one of the packs of the pearl garland, and exactly the same as the string, I'm just going to glue it around the base of the cone and then work my way up. And for these, I just left the trunk of the tree plain and didn't paint the inside either. So yeah, they're a little bit different, and I just wanted to see what they look like, and we can get on to doing the base. So I'm just going to basically cover this with as much glue as I possibly can put on it, and then I'm just going to pour the fake snow over the top, push it down, and then tap off the excess. And I'm thinking for Friday's craft, I'm actually going to use Oasis instead of card. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I just wanted to see what it looked like with the card. So I'm going to completely cover it, and I'll be back once it's done. And now I'm just going to glue the trees onto the card, just so you can see what they're like once they're on the snow. And I'm just using some hot glue. And then I'm just going to stick it in place. But I think I'm definitely going to use Oasis on Friday, because it'll just be so much easier to push the trees in it instead of gluing them and holding them in place. But it was a test. I wanted to see what the snowflakes look like on the card, and yeah, it does look pretty good. So I'm really happy with how it turns out. But I'm going to glue the rest of them on off camera, and I'll be back once they're all in place. So here they are. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I absolutely love the ones on the far left, and I'm definitely, like I said a few times in this video, I'm going to be using these ones. I just love them. I think they look really, really nice. And the pearl ones in the middle, again, really nice if you're going for something that's a little bit more light blues and light whites and, you know, silvers and things. I think they're really nice. And then also the painted ones, which were the easiest ones to do out of all of them, and really effective. And I will definitely be using some of them in a future craft. But for Friday, it's one on the left. I've got a feeling I'm probably going to make around about 20 trees, so I'm going to be spending the next 2 days doing that. I'm just going to end up watching a load of TV, and yeah, I'm just going to enjoy myself. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I hope it's give you some ideas of what you could use them for. And I'm really, really excited about Friday's craft. So yeah, take care for now, everybody. See you on Friday. Oh, actually, I'll see you on Thursday for another video, but I'm not too sure what it's going to be yet. Take care, guys.